Welcome back, everyone. My name is Patrick. You're watching the Fanatic Rundown. It's been a couple weeks since we had an Edmonton Oilers game, and, well, we didn't get much of one this afternoon, unfortunately. It's a little weird doing this at, 1:30 in the afternoon, doing an Oilers game recap, but here we are. The Edmonton Oilers get soundly beaten this afternoon, outshot 32-18 overall. The Oilers were trailing going into the third period and managed to get 3 shots as an answer in the third period in a very weak attempt at a comeback. Overall, the Oilers fall this afternoon 6-3 to the Philadelphia Flyers, and pretty much from start to finish, the Edmonton Oilers just did not look like they were in this hockey game. There was definitely some bright moments. Matt Savoy making his debut with the Edmonton Oilers. I believe it's his second NHL game overall. If I read correctly, he did play one game with the Buffalo Sabres, so this was his second career NHL game, and he was excellent this afternoon, I thought. Loved what I saw from Matt Savoy. He was playing on a line, at least to start with Leon Draisaitl and Vasily Podkolzin, and he gave Leon Draisaitl an absolutely beautiful pass. Draisaitl finished it off, of course, so Matt Savoy gets his first NHL point as an Edmonton Oiler. John Klingberg also gets his first goal as an Edmonton Oiler in this game this afternoon. Like I said, there was some bright spots. It wasn't all completely negative, but Owen Tippett, Matvei Michkov were the real story for the Philadelphia Flyers this afternoon. Owen Tippett had a couple chances at a hat trick. The Flyers were just completely all over the Edmonton Oilers. Evan Bouchard, a terrible hockey game today, just no two ways about it. But like I said, there wasn't very many players on the Edmonton Oilers that did look good this afternoon. You can definitely look goaltender Stuart Skinner's way, but the defense and forwards in front of him were just absolutely terrible. The plays they were giving up, the turnovers they were making. The Edmonton Oilers looked like a team that hadn't played in 2 weeks, and the Philadelphia Flyers came in ready to play and just absolutely took this hockey game to the Edmonton Oilers this afternoon. Just no two ways about it. 3 stars of the hockey game were Matvei Michkov, a goal, 2 assists, 3 points. Owen Tippett, a couple goals this afternoon, and Sean Couturier, a goal and 2 assists himself. So, yeah, those guys were really the story. Andrei Kuzmenko gets his first goal as a Philadelphia Flyer. He always seems to have some strong success against the Edmonton Oilers. Was really hoping the Oilers were going to sign Kuzmenko when he came over from Russia a few seasons back, and I still think he could have been a good Edmonton Oiler, but he's kind of struggled. He's on, his third NHL team now, Vancouver, Calgary, Philly, yeah, so we'll see if he can find a fit there in Philly. He's kind of an up-and-down player, seems to be pretty much just offense, not too much defense or any other elements to his hockey game, which is why he's on his third NHL team. But he gets his first as a Philadelphia Flyer this afternoon, so we'll see if he can find a home there. Rasmus Ristolainen, who's been talked about as a possible Edmonton Oilers trade deadline target, got the empty net goal here that finished it off this afternoon. Like I mentioned before, the Flyers out shooting Edmonton 32-18. Go 1 for 2 on the power play. The Oilers only get 3 shots in the third period when they're down by 2 goals. Just simply not good enough for the Edmonton Oilers today. They're right back at it tomorrow against the Washington Capitals. Calvin Pickard will get the start tomorrow against the Capitals. A lot of talk, of course, after Stuart Skinner gives up another 5 goals today. Do the Oilers have to go get another goaltender? Well, Calvin Pickard is getting the start against the stronger team this weekend in the Washington Capitals, so I don't know if we read anything off that. Maybe it's more just something where Calvin Pickard has stronger stats statistically against the Washington Capitals in his career. We'll see what happens, but the Oilers just simply have to be much better. The Philadelphia Flyers are no slouch, but they were clearly the lesser team between Philadelphia and Washington, and the Oilers did not look good at all against the lesser team, so they're going to have a much stronger opponent in the Washington Capitals tomorrow, and no two ways about it, just have to be infinitely better. Back at it tomorrow at the same time, 11 a.m. Mountain. So I know nobody is going to be happy with this one, me included, and yeah, after 2 weeks of no Oilers hockey, we did get some amazing Four Nations hockey from Team Canada, but no Oilers hockey for 2 weeks, and to come back to this kind of performance. The Oilers traditionally aren't the best after coming off a long stretch, and this game was clearly no exception to that rule. So they must be much better tomorrow against the Washington Capitals. So I think that's all I got to say on this one, guys, but let me know your thoughts on this, well, travesty of a hockey game in the comment section below. If this is your first visit to the channel and you like what you see, please consider liking and subscribing for all the latest Oilers content. You've been watching the Oilers Fanatic. Thanks for being a fan.